Health, Home, and Lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Havre, and welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. I'm here in studio with Linda Flynn from the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center to talk about Suicide Prevention Month. So thanks again for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Okay, so this month is happening all September long. And for those who don't know too much about Suicide Prevention Month, can you tell us the gist of what it's all about?
Sure. We actually want to get the word out that this is a topic that is a difficult one, but it's one that we want to address. We want to provide education and awareness to our community. We want to let people know that services are available. We want to encourage them to reach out. And in fact, the theme for this month is Break the Silence, Tell Your Story, to encourage people to feel more comfortable talking about this issue.
You know, you're right, it is kind of a taboo topic, something maybe we don't want to bring up at the dinner table, but it's something that people do need to talk about if it is an issue. So for those who maybe might know someone, a friend, loved one, or you know, themselves might be going through some problems and maybe suicide is something that they've thought about or an issue their friend is dealing with, what should they know?
They should be aware that it is not unique to them, that many people have these thoughts, and we encourage them to reach out to those that they know love them so that they will be able to recognize that they're not alone, that they have support nearby, that there are people who care about them, and they need to be encouraged to reach out if the situation is more serious. We would encourage them to call our Guam Crisis Hotline, and that is 647-8833, or the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which is 1-800-273-TALK, because there are people out there who desire to help them and have the skill and training to be able to do so, so we don't want our community to feel alone. We also have services available both at my office and at the main office across from the Guam Memorial Hospital. So we encourage people, please don't hesitate, whether it be for yourself or for a loved one, please reach out.
Okay, and of course, those services are at the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center.
Yes.
And the theme for this month is breaking the silence. And so why is that so important?
Because the tendency is to have these thoughts in our head and to try to deal with the stress by ourselves. But just by reaching out and sharing what you're going through will help to relieve some of that stress and help to confirm to yourself that there are people who care about you. And if people don't know what's going on with you, then they can't help you and they can't get help for you. So we want people to know that this is something that they should want to reach out and share with others. And if you think somebody is going through this kind of problem, don't be afraid to ask the question outright. You know, are you thinking of killing yourself? And if the answer is yes, then you need to take it seriously and you need to reach out and get them help. As I said before, with our crisis hotline or with the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline.
And of course, you know, this is an issue here in Guam. I'm sure everyone knows someone who maybe has suffered or a loved one who suffered from suicide. And so can you tell us a little bit about the data that's available for Guam?
For Guam, it is the 7th leading cause of death. It is also, Guam has a much higher rate as compared to the U.S. We are 55% higher than the U.S. per capita, and that is quite high. We're also seeing our data changing a little bit. We had many more deaths among our youth, and now the numbers are changing where we're seeing the largest group among our 30 to 39-year-olds. And we believe that could be related to the fact that we really have done a lot in the area of prevention among our youth within the school system, within the community. We provided a lot of training, and we also have programs within the school as part of the curriculum now to address these issues as part of their health curriculum for both DOE and for the Catholic school system.
Okay, and I know that there's also work. So what do you see the shift in work for suicide prevention in the future? You mentioned substance abuse can also play a role.
Yes, our agency provides help for those with substance abuse issues, and oftentimes it's a contributing issue to suicide. where people, when they're under the influence, are more likely to take these types of actions. So we want to be able to provide those services to them before they get to that point. So we encourage people to please reach out and seek those services that are available to family members, to get your loved ones into a program that will help them to overcome these problems so that it doesn't get more serious.
And of course, September is Suicide Prevention Month, so there are activities happening over the next couple of weeks. Can you tell us about some of these activities that people can go to, maybe if they want to show solidarity or find out more information?
Sure. The next activity that's going to take place is with our military partner, the Navy. They're going to have a 5K taking place on base, so those people who have access to the base can enjoy that. That's 6 a.m. showtime at Molly McGee's. And then on Saturday, the 23rd, we have 2 activities. The first one is early in the morning at the Micronesia Mall. Showtime is at 5 a.m. and they can register at Mark's Hardware in Anigua, and the proceeds will go to benefit Rainbows for All Children. This is one that they're going to have a candlelight memorial service as well. So we encourage those who have lost a loved one to suicide to feel free to bring their photo, because they'll have a display area. We also have a similar activity we're going to have on the September 29th, a walk, a Serenity Walk. This is going to be at sunset, and a candlelight memorial from 4 to 6:30 p.m. at Adaloop. And we also encourage them to bring their loved one's photo to that event. Also, Island Girl Power is going to have an activity, a back-to-school carnival, and their theme there is also Break the Silence. And so it will be at their Island Girl Power house in Dedido on Waisangsong from 12 to 6 p.m. And then the other activity is going to be taking place at the University of Guam Humanities and Social Sciences Building. It's going to be September 28th on Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. And that will be a forum, and it will be targeting our university students. So all of the other activities are geared towards all ages, but this is one activity that we would encourage older students and adults to attend because of the nature of the discussion that might take place.
Okay, well, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Stay tuned, we'll have more Health, Home, and Lifestyle after the break.